Have you ever felt like you're a magnet for toxic people? Like some invisible beacon is constantly attracting drama queens, emotional vampires, and relationship saboteurs into your life? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the wild world of why you keep stumbling into these toxic relationships. And trust me, it's way more hilarious and fascinating than you might think. Imagine your life as this crazy cosmic dating show where toxic people are constantly lining up to audition for the starring role of most dramatic person in your life. Sounds familiar, right? I'm going to let you in on a little secret that most self-help gurus won't tell you. The problem isn't them. It's a plot twist that's going to blow your mind. The real culprit is sitting right where you're sitting right now. Let me paint you a picture. Think back to all those relationships, romantic, friendly, professional, where you found yourself thinking, how on earth did I end up here again? It's like you've got a PhD in attracting chaos, and nobody sent you the graduation certificate. But here's the thing. Your brain is basically running an ancient operating system that's desperately trying to protect you, but is doing it in the most hilariously counterproductive way possible. Our brains are basically overprotective parents who think the best way to keep us safe is by recreating familiar scenarios. Even if those scenarios are about as healthy as eating ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Psychological research shows that we're unconsciously drawn to relationship dynamics that feel familiar, even when those dynamics are toxic as a chemical waste dump. Think of it like this. Your childhood experiences are like the world's worst relationship GPS. It's constantly rerouting you into the same toxic neighborhood, insisting, this is the way, while you're screaming, no, this is definitely not the way. But your subconscious is like that stubborn navigation system that refuses to recalculate, no matter how many wrong turns you've taken. Childhood experiences are the ultimate backstage pass to understanding your toxic relationship playlist. Were your parents constantly arguing? Did you witness emotional manipulation? Were boundaries about as clear as mud? Congratulations, you've just unlocked the secret blueprint of your relationship patterns. Your brain has been taking notes this entire time, creating a survival guide that essentially says, when in doubt, repeat what you know. But here's where it gets interesting and I promise, hilarious. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you using the only blueprint it knows. It's like having a well-meaning but completely incompetent bodyguard who thinks the best defense is to keep putting you in the same dangerous situation over and over again. Don't worry, your subconscious says, I've got this. Spoiler alert, no, it absolutely does not have this. Want to know something wild? The moment you start understanding this pattern, you're not just a victim anymore. You're becoming the detective of your own psychological crime scene. And trust me, the plot twists are going to be more exciting than any true crime podcast. Ready to unravel more of this mind-blowing mystery? Smash that subscribe button because we're about to go deep into the rabbit hole of why toxic people seem to have a VIP pass to your life, and how you can finally change the locks. So, you've decided to stick around and dive deeper into this toxic relationship treasure hunt. Smart move. Most people would run screaming, but not you. You're here to crack the code, and I'm about to hand you the psychological skeleton key that unlocks everything. Let's talk about something called the trauma bond. And no, it's not a new Marvel superhero movie. It's actually a scientific explanation for why you keep getting stuck in these emotional quicksand relationships. Imagine your brain as a bizarre relationship matchmaker that's been drinking way too much coffee and making some seriously questionable decisions. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Your brain actually gets a dopamine hit from familiar drama. That's right. Every time you encounter a toxic situation that reminds you of past experiences, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. It's like an internal reward system gone completely bonkers. You're not addicted to the person. You're addicted to the emotional roller coaster. Think about it like this. Your emotional system is basically a weird theme park. Most people want smooth, relaxing rides. But you've somehow ended up on the most intense, stomach-churning emotional roller coaster imaginable, and some part of you keeps buying a season pass. Wild, right? But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your subconscious isn't just randomly picking toxic people out of a hat. It's running an incredibly sophisticated, yet totally misguided, protection program. It's like having a cybersecurity system designed by a well-meaning but completely clueless teenager. The system thinks it's keeping you safe, but it's actually inviting every single digital virus into your emotional network. Let me break down how this works. When you were younger, you learned certain survival strategies. Maybe you had to become hyper-alert to someone's mood changes. Perhaps you developed an incredible ability to read between the lines and anticipate potential emotional explosions. These were brilliant survival skills back then. But now, they're like keeping a fire extinguisher next to your computer. Impressive, but totally unnecessary in your current context. Your brain has essentially created a toxic people detection system that's more like a toxic people attraction system. It's constantly scanning the environment, picking up on the same emotional frequencies that felt normal in your childhood. Ah yes, your subconscious says, I know exactly how to handle this chaos. Except, newsflash, you don't want to handle chaos anymore. You want peace, stability, and relationships that don't require a PhD in emotional gymnastics. The truly ironic part? You're actually incredibly powerful. These survival mechanisms prove how adaptable, resilient, and intuitive you are. You've been navigating emotional minefields since childhood, and you've developed skills most people can only dream of. The problem isn't that you're weak, it's that you're using advanced survival skills in a context that no longer requires them. Imagine reprogramming this internal system. It's like updating an old, glitchy smartphone. You're not erasing your history, you're simply installing a more effective operating system. One that recognizes healthy boundaries, understands genuine respect, and doesn't mistake drama for love. Want to learn how to finally break free from this toxic relationship matrix? Want to understand the exact psychological mechanisms keeping you stuck? Then hit that subscribe button right now. Because in the next part, I'm going to give you the ultimate roadmap to rewiring your emotional GPS and saying goodbye to toxic people forever. Alright, emotional detectives, we've reached the final act of our toxic relationship breakthrough. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you're about to become the master of your own emotional universe. Here's the ultimate plot twist. Changing your relationship pattern isn't about finding the perfect person. It's about becoming the perfect version of yourself. And no, that doesn't mean being some impossible superhuman. It means understanding the intricate code of your emotional programming and learning how to debug it. Think of yourself as an emotional software developer. Your current system has some serious bugs, constant crashes, weird pop-up toxic people, and an operating system that's more outdated than a Nokia phone from 2005. But here's the good news. You can absolutely rewrite this code line by line. The first step? Radical self-awareness. And I'm not talking about those generic self-help mumbo-jumbo mantras. I mean deep, uncomfortable, oh my god, I can't believe I just realized this kind of awareness. It's like becoming a detective in the crime scene of your own life, but instead of searching for a culprit, you're uncovering your own hidden patterns. Let's talk about boundary setting, the emotional equivalent of installing a world-class firewall. Most people think boundaries are about pushing others away. Newsflash, they're actually about pulling yourself closer. It's like creating a VIP section in the club of your life, and guess what? You're the only one with an all-access pass. Here's a mind-blowing technique. Start treating your emotional energy like a precious cryptocurrency. Would you let just anyone access your bank account? Then why are you letting random toxic people withdraw massive amounts of your emotional resources? Each interaction is a transaction, and you get to decide the exchange rate. Healing isn't linear, and it's definitely not perfect. Some days you'll feel like an emotional ninja. Other days you'll feel like you're back at square one. And that's completely okay. Progress isn't about never falling, it's about getting better at catching yourself faster and faster each time. Your brain has been running this toxic relationship program for years. Changing it is like trying to redirect a massive cargo ship. It takes time, patience, and consistent small adjustments. You're not looking for a complete 180-degree turn overnight. You're looking for incremental, sustainable change. The most powerful weapon in your arsenal? Compassion. Not just for others, but for yourself. Those patterns you've been running? They were survival mechanisms. They kept you safe when you didn't have other tools. They're not a failure, they're a testament to your incredible adaptability. Imagine reprogramming your emotional DNA. You're not erasing your history, you're rewriting your future. Each conscious choice is like a line of code that slowly transforms your entire system. You're becoming the author of your own story, not just a character trapped in a repetitive plot. This journey isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming authentically you. About recognizing your worth, understanding your patterns, and having the courage to choose differently. You're not just breaking free from toxic relationships. You're creating a new blueprint for connection, respect, and genuine love. Ready to become the ultimate master of your emotional universe? Ready to say goodbye to toxic people and hello to your most empowered self? Then do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this journey is just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.